It's been weeks, months. God, I don't even know how long it's been. I've been trapped in this darkness. I can't see anything, not even myself. At times, I can catch a faint whisper nearby. I'm unsure how to even describe this darkness that surrounds me. Imagine the deepest hole, covered up and sealed, far below the earth. You still wouldn't be imagining dark enough. I don't even know how I got here. I can't remember anything. Scariest thing of all, I can't sleep. I can't feel. I just sit here, alone, in the dark. I no longer seem to have human needs as I dwell here without food or water. Besides my unending fear, I feel physically fine. Sometimes the voices I hear seem familiar to me, but I don't know why. I have distant memories of my family, my gorgeous wife Diana, and my two beautiful children, Zach and Lauren. I can still picture them playing in the backyard, giggling and having a good time. I'd go to the swings and give them a big push. When I wasn't thinking of them, I thought of nothing. I barely even felt human anymore. It's an indescribable feeling, much like this place. It's eerie, and yet not just empty. If I was truly alone, where were the voices coming from? This question certainly did not help my uneasy feeling. I've tried numerous times to make out what the whispers are saying, but I have yet to come up with an answer. Sometimes I catch myself muttering random words, though I don't know who I'm trying to talk to. I'm completely secluded here, I hope. Many people think that they're afraid of being alone in the dark. Truthfully, it's the fear of not being alone. Not knowing is what scares me the most. Truth is, I don't know how much longer I can last here. If I ever did have humanity or my sanity intact, it surely was slipping away through my fingertips. I tried to block out my thoughts and, of course, the whispers. The whispers just keep coming back, jumbling words to my ears, sending me into a panic over and over again. What I wouldn't give to escape this nightmare and be in the embrace of my family again. Day 242. I've begun to count my footsteps in here. Beyond recalling fond memories, I don't have much I can do to pass the time. It felt as if I was put here on purpose, as if I was being eternally punished in such an unusual, cruel way. Days pushed into weeks, pushed into months. Day 305. I still have not slept. I continue to exist without purpose, without any means of escaping. Day 307. I only want now to end it all. cruelest thing, though. I have no free will here. Day 324. I saw a shadow walking through the dark. It was almost impossible to make out, but I was sure of it. It appeared to be in the form of a man in a hooded robe. I only saw it once that day and shrugged it off. I had enough to worry about as it is, I figured. Day 325. The hooded figure is back. I could see him peering at me through the darkness.
Hello? Show yourself.
I echoed through this unending void. No response from it. We both stood in silence there for a moment. The hooded shadow cut the silence abruptly.
You cannot see my true form. It will surely kill you. What's that supposed to mean? What are you? Where are we? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. I've been in complete darkness for months on end, undying and unliving. I don't think there's any limits to what I will believe at this point. Very well. I am here for you. What do you mean you're here for me? I was originally here to take your soul with me, but your interaction with this place has piqued my interest. You're not making any sense.
Then it hit me, right out of the blue. This place of pure darkness seems to be separated from what I once knew to be life. The shadowy figure approaches me and tells me he's here to take my soul, apparently dressed as the Grim Reaper.
No, you can't be. Believe it, Bill. Your time has been up for quite some time now. Do you have any idea how long it's taken me to find you here? I'm on a tight schedule, you know.
I paused for a moment, trying to collect my thoughts.
I have a family. How do you remember that? One moment, I was alone thinking of nothing. Next thing I know, I was flooded with memories of my family. How much do you care for them, Bill? Your family? They're the only attachment I can recall from the outside world. They mean everything to me. I'll tell you what, Bill. I'll make you a deal. What kind of deal? It's better not be any sort of trick. No, nothing of the sort. A game, if you will. A game? What's in it for me? I will bring you back to your life, your family. No gimmicks? No gimmicks. I promise. Alright, you have a deal. Very good, Bill.
With the wave of his hand, the Reaper secluded us in pure silence. He brought out a pack of cards as well as other games, and a table to play them on.
Please, have a seat.
I reluctantly pulled up a chair to this old wooden table fashioned by Death himself. It sounded pretty ridiculous in my head, yet there he was, right in front of my eyes. Could my imagination truly be this elaborate? I thought to myself.
You deal first, Bill.
Naturally, I said in a smug and sarcastic tone.
So, Bill, what do you miss most of life?
I don't know. All I can remember is my family.
Can you remember anything else before you arrived here?
No, actually.
Peculiar.
What? I asked.
Aren't you going to ask me why I'm here to take you?
No, I believe you when you say it's my time to go.
Well, of course, Bill, but no. I mean, aren't you going to ask me how you died?
I froze for a moment, shocked by this question. Though I understood this place feels like purgatory to me, it still was frightening to hear that I was possibly dead. I hadn't really thought of it before you asked. I honestly don't want to know.
Very well, Bill. I simply find it courteous to ask my customers.
I stopped playing the cards, quickly rose to my feet, and slammed my hand on the table. Is this some sort of joke to you?
Ah, you mortals, so easily offended. I meant no offense, Bill. Please, sit back down.
I obliged. Tempering myself, I realized it probably wasn't the best idea to stand up to Death.
Don't worry, Bill. Many others have lost their temper with me. It's actually quite difficult to deal with this job. I guess you could say they work me to death.
We both grew wide smirks on our faces. His smile was more of a form of light in the shape of a smile, glowing bright white. Our smirks cracked as we both burst into laughter. I gotta say, for being who you are, you seem really nice. I don't get it.
Well, just because it's a grim job, being the Grim Reaper, doesn't mean I have to be so grim about it.
I smiled at his comment, and we continued to play. We played for several hours, joking and laughing the whole time.
Looks like our time's almost up here, Bill.
What do you mean? I replied.
You'll understand soon enough.
He stood up, snapped his fingers, and all the cards and table elements were gone. Me and Death stood there. looking at each other for a moment. "You're not taking me?" I said shakingly, and with doubt.
No, Bill. I've decided to spare you. I like you. You've got grit and a passion for your family. I'll see you again, Bill.
Wait, what will happen to me now? Death chuckled at me as he snapped his fingers once more.
Goodbye, Bill.
Day 326. I suddenly awoke in a hospital bed. I'd been in a coma for the last 10 months. I remember now. I was in a huge accident that I almost didn't survive. Diana noticed my sudden movement from across the room and rushed over to embrace me in her arms. "Bill? Bill!" She started to weep as I joined her. "Zach! Lauren! Come here!" She shouted to our children that were waiting right outside the door.
"Daddy! Daddy!"
They cried as they ran to hug me. "Zach! Lauren! You've gotten so big!" In this moment, I was the happiest man on earth. Diana never gave up on me. He may never wake up, the nurses and doctors would tell her. She didn't care. She continued to hold hope for me. I'm thankful for it every day. I knew what awaited me on the other side if she hadn't.